a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Arizona State Sun Devils, Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Sun Devils will put total leather and we'll get started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Quarterback on the keeper. There he goes. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to...
Unloads it downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way. Who wins this one?
Guys, let's chat about Michigan. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a baller from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Got it set up on the outside. Looking for room at the 30. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines!
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession one, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Brown. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Off from the shotgun. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive
Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Brown. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
The Sun Devils come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
And the Sun Devils looking to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the threes. We need sixes.
A strike downfield. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Sun Devils can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll run it. It's Udo. Turning it on. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on second down, no problem for them.
Quarterback making adjustments. Scanning the field, it's Levitt. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Sun Devils. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And, man, that was a nice job by the tight end, finding the soft spot in the defense in the end zone on that TD.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the point after is good. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here comes the option. The give to the tailback. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. They've done a really good job at high school recruiting. Just last week, a commitment from a big-time 4-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I might want to go play with that cat.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Moore. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up. Great place to start for this offense. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Quickly complete. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They have set the tone in this one already inside a minute to play in a wild first quarter. Looking to fire. They've got the screen set up. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. Third and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a cheap shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Dropping back, it's Levitt. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
From the gun on 3rd down. He caught it! And he couldn't quite make it in. He's run out of bounds at the 1.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the first down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
And the Sun Devils will try to pick it up on 4th down. Trying to get it to the marker.
And they just keep inching closer to the goal line. Go for it on 4th down, you get it. You're now finding yourself even closer. This is a place where you'd love to be able to just line up, run the football, get north, and score a touchdown.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
This is what you love to see from your red zone defense now. You're making the opponent go backwards. Really nice stop on the run, a TFL. Now you got a big second down here, probably expecting the offense to throw it with a little bit more room to work with.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Here comes the heat. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
The closer you get to the end zone, the more aggressive I'm going to become. I'm going to take away the quick, easy stuff, and I'm going to blitz and bring pressure and put him on the quarterback and get him on the ground like you did right there.
Wide receiver comes in motion. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Throws for the tight end. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Taking it the other way. Smashes ahead. And they were most fortunate to catch up to him there. He almost turned that into a pick six.
Man, and he had a convoy, too. As soon as he had the ball, he just looked around him. There was just a lot of open green, and he took off. Great job by his teammates on defense getting downfield and setting up some blocks.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Linebackers trying to create some confusion. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in this siding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
It'll be 3rd and long. Off play action. Rushes on him. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
That's an interesting call going play action on 3rd and long because the defense is not worried about you handing the football off. That's not freezing anybody, especially these defensive ends. They're going right up the field. You saw that time the pocket collapse as they were able to get to the quarterback.
And he had just enough to will that one home. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. To the air, it's Levitt. Pocket breaking down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan! Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, I believe someone calls it the Conference of Champions. Pac-12 action today. Missouri has the lead right now. Columbia has just been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 11 over Oregon State. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Levitt. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hamilton. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. He'll take the deep shot. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Touchdown, Arizona State. A great catch and run for 6.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Using his legs, it's Haynes. Breaks into the open. They'll mark him out of bounds short of the 40 at the 37-yard line, but a big-time pickup on the ground.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Quarterback will keep it. Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry-up. Back to throw, it's Underwood. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And the Wolverines line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. On the move at the 30. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Had to throw it before he wanted. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Gets the back moving. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Caught in the backfield, it's Marshall. Cross, got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Wolverines. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wants to throw. It's Levitt. Here's the pressure. They get to him as he throws. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Brown has it. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Wolverines will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
A nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
So now it's second and long. Might be calling a hot route. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Pulls it in. It's Udo. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
The give to the back. Oh, better look out. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Back to pass, it's Levin. They're working that left side.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting him get some positive yards.
Line getting set on second down. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Quick strike complete. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. The Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Makes a connection. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Oh, that may be in, and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
The snap sets up the throw. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer. They march 78 yards down the field, and they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. Creates a little space. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
Back to pass. It's Underwood. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Moving out of the pocket. He's going to run it. Lowers those pads. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
And it's just a pick-your-poison thing for this defense. They decide to play man-to-man. Really good coverage in the back end, taking away the pass. But then what happened? The quarterback sees it. Not only does he see it,
pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you just got to take off and get it.
Here he goes breaking the pocket. He's got it. And they're able to make the tackle.
I think this defense really needs to start thinking about really fencing this quarterback in. You cannot let him go east or west because he will extend the play with his legs and his speed and then hurt you throwing the football.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Working that left side now. He is pushed out of bounds at the 19-yard line.
That play was designed to go to the running back. They were hoping they were going to get man coverage. And one-on-one, that back is going to win that matchup every single time.
This quarterback part of their running game. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Wolverines started this drive, backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Looking to pass. It's Underwood. Going for 6. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away. That's one he'd like to have back.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's looking to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it though.
And they'll send out the... Call the fake. He's going to throw it. And they're not going to pick up the first down on the fake field goal. I know they wanted to be aggressive, throw caution to the wind. They might have been better off playing it safe there. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got it in the middle. It's Moss. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him. Got it in the middle. It's Tyson.
Oh, he's got some space. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
And that's a first down.
One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So first down, we'll open up the final period. From the gun, the ground game. Finding open areas. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
See, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense...
Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job on the last drive, but, man, we got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on 3rd and long.
Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. And the Sun Devils line up to punt it away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. A designed run for the quarterback.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Takes a hit as he fires.
Well, this quarterback started taking a couple shots from the pocket. There's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
Chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. To throw, it's Underwood. Pressure coming. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
I got to be honest, I don't know if I've ever seen a defense contain this quarterback the way this defense has in this game today. Multiple sacks. They have been so disruptive. Multiple guys up front winning their one-on-ones. You got to give the D coordinator a ton of credit. He has dialed up the perfect plays and the perfect moments, and they have made this guy's life a living nightmare today.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Takes his shot. It's caught. It's a seam wide open. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Arizona State. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Man, how about this quarterback right away seeing, I got to get rid of the football. There's a lot of guys near the line of scrimmage. He spits it out, and I let my receiver do the rest. Let my playmaker make me look really good, really nice pitch and catch, and guess what? You got the lead now in the 4th quarter.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Here's a heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Wolverines send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He's brought down, but there's also a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
On the double.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first downs. And if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of it.
And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
You know, I think in this situation of the game, too, if I'm this guy, I'm thinking the same thing, right? I'm throwing and getting yards, and if it's not there, I'm going to take this game over myself with my legs. We're in the 4th quarter. We've got an opportunity, 1 possession down, to get back in this thing. I just got to do whatever I got to do to make that happen.
And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead, you really win a lot more football games. So I think you look for them to be physical down the stretch of this game, try to continue to do this on the ground, continue to eat that clock.
Now he's looking to throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Udo. Great job by this quarterback to beat the blitz, and then the running back made it to the sticks.
Yeah, awesome job. You see a extra guy coming. The running back is not accounted for. Nice job getting it to him and letting him get the first down. Great job, great read.
Trying to get the corner. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And this situation here on 2nd down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. They have the lead in a 1-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got his man quickly. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. You already have the lead. Scoring is always good, but milk the clock, and it will be your friend. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
A nice job by the defense with the edges. They try the touch pass on 1st and goal. Nice job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the good tackle, forcing 2nd down and goal.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Looking downfield, it's Levitt. Quarterback moving. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
This quarterback is having a day, man, and right there he was looking for touchdown pass number 5. He has been dialing it up. He's been throwing strikes. We haven't seen him miss very much like he did just there, but what a game this dude is having.
It's good. Easy call for the refs. That gives them now a 7-point lead here in the final period.
Well, that's a huge kick right there because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent now. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big moment.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Shoots it to the left. Complete downfield. And he wisely gets out of bounds. The clock can be the enemy right now, and this offense needs to get some points.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, no doubt. That's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
To the air on 1st down. Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
How about the defense coming up in the clutch? I need a stop. They can go down the field and tie this game up. I'm in a tough situation. How do I respond? Forcing the turnover. Offense, go do your thing. Get me a 1st down. Finish this ball game.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Man, what a game this guy has been having, living in the opponent's backfield. Already has 2 sacks in the game, and now he gets a TFL. He is so athletic, so quick twitch, so slippery, they just can't block him.
It's a draw. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And, man, how many times are we going to call his name today? He has been so much fun to watch. Got a couple of sacks, add another tackle for a loss here. He has been all over the field, and he has made some serious plays for this defense.
They booted away on 4th down. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Slips through the line. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Looking for a man. It's Keene. Grabbed behind the line. It's Haynes. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. To the air on 2nd down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it's caught inside the 30.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Fires toward the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest to deepest, widest to widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most...
Throws toward the end zone. And the pass is caught for a touchdown. And it looks as if we could be headed to overtime.
How about the offense in that situation to come up so big? The place is going bananas. It's so hard to hear. It's so hard to execute. And you just put 6 on the board and have a chance to kick this PAT and tie the game.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. It's incomplete. And the try for 2 and the attempt to take the lead does not work in the final seconds. First things first, they have to recover the onside kick, and then they'll have time for probably just one play. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those 2 teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these 2 squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team